Okay, so I was saying it's so hard to find something on divorce in a few minutes, but it's important to talk about this because, especially nowadays, it's becoming something so common that at least once in our formation, here in our spiritual formation, we need to hear something. Because if you go online, you find something maybe from lawyers that's saying how how long it will take, how much money we will spend, how much time, like the 15 years, you have trouble for 15 years, don't mention the suffering of the children and so on. But let's go, for us tonight, let's talk from the spiritual point of view. Okay? Let's understand this. So how I will start this? Just with one thing. You know, Satan is called the accuser. If you read the book of Revelation, it said, he's the one who accuses our brothers and sisters in front of God day and night. Day and night, he's accusing us in front of God. You see how weak he is? You see how many trouble he's making? You see how selfish he is? You see how he can control himself, and so on. So what is this relation with marriage? Because the evil one will come and start to speak to you. So you think, okay, when you got married, how everything was so sweet, so beautiful. You love each other was so deep. Everything was beautiful. And once you get married and start to live the day by day, and you start to know better the other one, you start to see the defect of the other, the shortcoming of the other. So they come in front of your eyes. What is? You start to not accept the other anymore? Or is the evil one that start to talk to you? No? If you have an argument, something happened, he will not live in peace and say, yes, you see, you are right, but he is wrong. Because he's saying this, because he's thinking this. For that, St. Paul say, if you have an argument with somebody, try to solve before the sun sets. So before you go to sleep, have a peace again with the other. And especially if you're your spouse. Can you imagine you argue with something and the evil one always there saying, yes, you are right, but you see, he's making always the same mistake, and this, and that. Really is washing your brain. Because the evil one hates marriage. Because marriage, actually, as we saw, is like a reflection of the love of God. Because what can take two people united in such a beautiful way? Only true love. So he's trying to destroy. For that reason, when you have an argument with somebody, especially if you're spouse, so solve before go to bed, really. And don't listen to the enemy. That will start to say, yeah, you are right. He's always making the same mistake. Because he will build up and more. So in this moment, you do like Jesus said with Peter. Say, go away, Satan. You remember what Jesus said to Peter, that was his best friend? When he started to think in a way that is the way of the world. Go away, Satan, from me. So we need to learn from this. When we start to hear, now I hear, oh yes, it's so bad. He never changed. You just say in that moment, go away, Satan, in the name of Jesus. Because, as St. Paul was saying, the devil is like a lion going around to see which one you can devour. So if you start an argument, something, and you don't solve in peace, he will keep you there, washing your brain, saying, yeah, you are right, because you're always right. No, of course. The evil one, just to reach the goal to destroy a marriage, to destroy a friendship, he will say that you always are right and the other wrong. So in this moment, when this kind of thing keep on coming in your mind, you say, God, just go away, Satan, in the name of Jesus. So I want to say this because it's interesting how love is so beautiful at the beginning when people get married and after they can break so easily. How many divorces we have around us? Even among Catholics. So you say, what's going on? We're just following the fashion. Everybody, divorce is so easy, so we get divorced. In fact, there's some lawyer that is say, it's better that before you get married, you separate your goods. So the car is mine, or the house is mine, or this accounting bank is mine. And so if something happens, you split, this will be very easy, the lawyer said. What is this? And the people, they are going with this mentality. So you, before getting married, you are already prepared for divorce. But what the heck? But you see, this is our mentality. When I got to marry with Danny, my wife, we didn't separate anything. We have everything in common. The bank, accounting bank, the house, the car. We didn't thought to separate anything because we love each other. So what we need to think to separate? Except you follow this world and say, okay, it's better to have everything separated so we have no trouble. Eventually something happens. Why something must happen? Because if you go in the sacrament of marriage, God said, do not separate what God united. And Jesus was keeping on repeating this. He said, when a woman leaves the house, so a woman and man, they unite together, they're only one flesh. So don't separate what God united. So you see again, instead the evil one won't separate. And sometimes, if you have a friend with divorce, and you go deeper to understand what was going there, really you see that sometimes they're fighting for nothing. Fighting for nothing and nothing upon nothing, and after become like a castle. So they don't understand where is the evil working, washing our brain every day. So for a believer, he said there's a difference when God is in the middle. And what is the difference? What St. Paul was saying, What is love? Letter to the Corinthians. Love is something that understands everything, cover everything, forgive everything. You can embrace everything. So for that, when you get married, because you are so full of this love, even the weakness of the other, you don't see. So I say, sometimes people say, before getting married, the love is blind. No, it's not blind. It's not blind. It's real love, because it's able to embrace, to forgive, to understand. Read these beautiful words about love. Love is patient. Love is kind. It's not jealous. It's not pompous. It's not inflated. It's not rude. It does not seek its own interest. It's not quick-tempered. You get angry so easily. Oh, he did this mistake. Even before getting married, his weakness. Now you start to see it before, no? So use the same love. So this is the difference of a Christian marriage. When you have God in the middle, you have always this kind of love. So you are faithful to your promise. You promise to stay united with that person, no matter you are healthy or you are sick, no matter you have money or don't have money, no matter there's good stuff coming up or bad stuff. So when you are attacked in your marriage for whatever, remember your promise. Not only to God, but to your husband, to your wife. And when the evil one starts to say to you how bad is the person that you love in the first time, you say, go away, Satan. And instead your love must be the one who's trying to understand why he's saying that. Why he's doing that. That makes you closer. I'm saying this, I finish with this, because you may think you are small, maybe you don't understand what I'm talking about. But unfortunately, among you, I know that there are also situations like this, that you are suffering from this separation. And you know more details than me. So, keep in your heart, maybe you can also participate to help your family. Because if you are here, because your parents really love each other at the beginning. So how suddenly everything finished? Because the evil one is the destroyer, is the one who separated. So just kick out the evil one. Put God in the middle. Awake again that love that can understand and forgive and cover everything. and don't follow the world.